Hey everybody, I'm Glenn. I'm a member of the Old Mission Beach Athletic Club. Today I'm going to give you guys a first-hand look at the World Championship Over the Line tournament. And if you don't know what Over the Line is a game played in the sand. The club came to be in 1954. All these guys way back then used to play volleyball down in Old Mission Beach. And while they were waiting to play, sitting there being bored, they literally invented this game on the sand. 69 years later, here we are. We've got over 400 members. It started with just a handful. The tournament's up to almost 1,200 teams is the max we can take now. It's grown, it's huge, it's a giant party. It's a sport on the sand, it's fun in the sun, and I'm about to show you guys what it's about. All right guys, as you can see, there's a one-way on and one-way off the island. This is a one-way road, so when you want to park, if you have a parking pass, you're gonna follow these guys, and as you can see right here, this is where you're gonna park if you have a parking pass. You're gonna pull in right here. If you don't have a parking pass, you're gonna keep going straight on, just like these cars, and you're gonna have to find a spot to park on the island. If you do have a parking pass, customer paid parking. You can buy a pass usually starting about 30 days or so before the tournament. There'll be 3 or 4 guys right here. They'll check and make sure you have a pass. Each day there'll be 4 different days, one for 2 Sundays, one for 2 Saturdays in the pass. They'll take one of them and you'll come and park down over here. And you'll have an assigned spot. You go down around the corner, find your parking spot, and that's how you park at the Over the Line. Boom. There's a whole bunch of different little stations on the island. You have a place called the Wet Spot. You have a place called the Cantina. What's up, guy?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing better than I deserve. You ready for the next couple days?
Oh, shit, I can't wait.
And as you can see right there is the sign I just gave the intro from. You come up right here. You can't use cash on the island. You have to exchange your cash for tokens. Don't ask me why. It's a city thing or a state thing, some sort of ordinance. So, right here. Big sign right as you walk in on your right hand side says tokens. You give them 20 bucks, they give you 20 tokens. You give them 40 bucks, they give you 40 tokens. A token's $1, and then you go around the island and you buy all the food and the drinks. That's how it works. It's that easy. The sign I just did the intro from. This is the Wet Spot. On your left hand side, it's the Wet Spot. It is a members only bar until 10 a.m. and then it's open to people with wristbands. The way it works here is some of the areas you have to have wristbands in, some of the areas are open to the general public for a price. Don't ask me why it's like that. It's just the way the city works. We have to have certain things one way, certain things the other. I'm not the paperwork guy. It's above my pay grade. I'm just telling you how it works. The Circle of Champions, flips, anybody can go into. You pay a couple of bucks, you go in there, you drink, you eat. Some of the places you have to have wristbands. OMBAC gives out the wristbands. Speaking of wristbands, we're gonna give some away. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel for next year's 70th annual Over the Line Championship, we're gonna be giving away 10 wristbands. 10 random people will get wristbands, all access to everything on the island, and all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. We'll be picking the winners after this tournament. So I think we're gonna do, once we reach 500 subscribers, if we can get 500 subscribers off this video, we will pick someone out of the comments. You have to leave a comment in the video, and we will pick 10 people to get wristbands, which gives you access to everything. All you can eat, all you can drink, all the fun, all the music, all the food, everything. So subscribe to the channel, keep watching. Thank you guys. Can you guess where we are? This is Big Al's. They got music going off here all the time too. There's live bands throughout the whole weekend here. I forget how many they had last weekend. I think it was like 6, 3 each day or something, but check out Big Al's. Of course, they got the shaded area. Everybody does something that's kind of cool and kind of unique in their own little way. These guys, check it out, man. Kick off the flip-flops. They bring in real grass. They bring in sod. So you can walk around on grass on Fiesta Island once a year. They've got the blow-up pool, so you can jump in there and kind of rinse off. Lots of guys love to get in here and just kind of rinse off real quick. It feels great. And of course, they're serving drinks and food and all kinds of stuff. This is the only place on the island where you can get Jaybird dogs. If you don't know Jaybird, you better find out. And this is the Circle of Champions. This is one of the places that anybody in the general public can go, and you can kind of hang in here and have some booze, relax, get out of the sun, and then get back on the island and continue to watch the festivities. I'll show you guys a little bit of it. So as you can see, it's pretty big. Tons of tables, tons of room. They've pretty much always got a live band going on in here. So there's always music, lots of bathrooms, places to wash your hands. They got a bar up here. We got Buddy in here doing good rookie work, wiping tables, doing all kinds of stuff. God only knows what they're gonna have him doing. Come back here, get yourself a drink, a little something to eat, I believe. And this is the Circle of Champions. Check it out. All right, guys, here we are at the world famous Cantina. And the way it works at OMBAC is most of the guys, you get kind of like you're on a committee or an area. Well, this is my area. I'm what they call a Cantina guy. This is my first year as a member of OMBAC, so this is my first year as a Cantina guy, but there's some dudes in here that have been Cantina guys for a long time. Let's go check it out. The Cantina has a couple of cool things. It used to have a lot more things, but times change. Not for the better, if you ask me. But we do still have some cool things. We have a thing called the water feature. So, as most of you know, the island's just a big pile of dirt, basically. It's everything here we put up. So, it's nice to be able to kind of rinse off and wet your feet and wet your face. The water turns on right here, falls down from that pipe. They put the pots all around there to give you a little bit of a tropical feel. It reminds you after you get off this dust bowl of an island, if you come in here, you can feel clean for a split second. Let's go look at the bar. Where'd everybody go? Hold on. This is what it's normally like. Normally there's people back here. What do you want? What do you want? But I just saw Tommy. I bet you Tommy's getting ready to cook. Let's go check out what Tommy's doing right now. Tommy, you're about to be on camera. Put it away.
Come over to watch him play with the meat.
Yeah, I heard Tommy was playing with his meat and it was out and about, so we turned on the camera.
Get there. Damn, that looks good.
So every place has kind of their thing that they do. The wet spot, the Cantina, Big Owls. One of the things that we do here at the Cantina is Tommy shows up the day before and he smokes this thing for like 16 hours or 14 hours. How long? 14 hours. They stay in. Let me see the camera for 1 second. They stay in that RV right there and wake up through the night and turn it and do whatever it is they got to do to it. So that's one of the reasons why the Cantina has such amazing food. If you don't get here early, it sells out, trust me.
100%.
So the health inspectors come out, they make us have this thing, so we smoke it in the smoker. Tomorrow everything will be brought in here where they have like a prep station that keeps kind of everything, all the dust out. They put all the meat, all the bread, all the cheeses. It's just this huge smorgasbord of amazing in here. And then they just serve out the window right here. Last week they had a DJ here. He was right up there on that stage. This is where everybody hangs out and congregates. You already know where the bar is. You know where to get the food. That's the Cantina. And this here is Grant's Grill. Right as you walk into the tournament, you walk past the wet spot on your left, you walk past the token booth on your right, and you hang a sharp left, and this is Grant's Grill. Every area on the island serves food, but Grant serves a lot of food. Grant is just a huge kitchen, and they have tons of food, breakfast burritos and all kinds of stuff. So if any place ever runs out of food, you want to check Grant's, because typically they still have some. This is Flips. Flips is right dead center of the island. It's right down Broadway. Right when you walk onto the island, you kept walking, you run right into Flips. Flips is open to the public. Flips, let me tell you what, Flips goes off. Flips is always a huge party. I'm talking loud music, tons of booze, tons of partying, tons of fun, tons of people. Everybody that runs flips is great. It's just, man, it's a lot of fun in here. And this is open to the public. So we've got Circle of Champions that's open to the public, Flips that's open to the public, and then we also have the Wet Spot, that's a wristband, the Cantina, that's a wristband, Big Al's, and that's a wristband as well.